Egotistical.
Egotistical.
Alright, let's not challenge each other. Alright, hey, I said it first. I'm better than you.
Ego.
Alright, that's better. I think that's healthier. Right? It is a form of check and balances. A person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a certain sense of self-esteem or self-importance. Pride, on the end, there's nothing wrong with having pride, especially pride-ridden or over being I use the term arrogant. Cocky is another term to use. I said cocky is a legitimate, almost like a slang word if you think about it. Arrogant, someone is arrogant or egotistical. Excessively conceited, actually. Excessively conceited or absorbed in oneself, self-centered. Yeah, they tend, I guess, the egocentric, selfish. Yeah, I guess, that's another kind of personality defect or a poor characteristic. But I use the term arrogant actually, and it's someone that just is not well grounded and looks down on others. But let me look up the definition. Having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities.
Arrogant.
Conceited, egotistic. Yeah, egotistical or egotistic. There's nothing wrong with, I guess, having owns one or having a sense of one's own importance or abilities or self-worth, but exaggerated, over grasped, full of oneself, right? You just, it's a form of like a delusion, actually. When you don't have actually a really good sense of your worth, you're either not just your self-esteem is really high, but your self-worth is really high, like I already said, and it's unreal. It's not good based on reality.
Pride.
Is I don't really, I don't know if I don't want to say I respect this definition. A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements. That doesn't seem like it's so bad. I said deep pleasure or satisfaction. The achievements of those with whom one is closely associated or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. I mean, it's really not a general definition. But here's another one. Consciousness of one's own dignity. I mean, yeah, self-esteem, dignity, similar, which is synonym, honor, self-respect, ego. See, it's fine as long as it's not inflated. If your self-worth is in a delusional state, also delusional state, like you're arrogant about it, and you're lying to yourself, or well, I think it's just a delusional state. But if you look down on people or you're overly, if you're overly into yourself, that becomes an issue. Same as ego. If your ego, like I say, is through the roof, you're egotistical, then pride can be an issue. But there's nothing wrong with having pride and dignity. There's nothing wrong with, and I use an example, being on a basketball team or working in a certain environment, and you have pride for your company. You're part of a unit, a team. But when you overlook facts, also when you overlook the honest truths, and it's your team overall and everything. It could be very dangerous. Nations actually are like that as well. Nationalism, like national pride, when it's really it should be well grounded, and the term is dissent actually. Integrity and honesty. You shouldn't be deluded. Like in the United States as an example, we're number one. We're number one. Everyone isn't even second. But there's no basis for that. It's a form of pride that's actually very dangerous, and that could be attributed to everything. Even when you don't belong on a team, even to a person that has well, it used to be worded pride issues or a pride driven. It could be actually very destructive, not just to that individual, but the whole environment around that individual.